to TWF Power or Might. I am Gorilla Monsoon here with Jonathan Coachman and with Corey Graves. And today on Alone Day Night and today on Alone Day Night Raw, today on Power or Might, we're going to see a match that we hadn't seen probably in a long time. That match would be Yin Wu and John Cena. Real Monsoon says, now we haven't seen that. We haven't seen that match in some time. Grill Monsoon said, how long will you think it was? Well, I think the match that folks are speaking of, that first one may have took stead in 23rd between YL, when the TWF YouTube Fairway wasn't even a year old yet. So at the end of the day, we're going to see that match. Here today, Jonathan Coachman said, well, you know about Yin Wu, I'll tell you about her. She was the one who was she was a filling in overseer for Diva Talks back in 23rd between YL, in a time when they used to go from Penn Hills Township to McKeesport Stead or McKeesport Side Stead. Corey Graves said, and I heard Yin Wu hasn't forgiven John Cena for anything that happened back then. Corey Graves said, well, we'll see that match here today. And now here she comes. Alright, Yin Wu goes, I know many years ago, probably back in 23rd between YL, that there was this, that I had my match with John Cena. And on top of that, I was filling in for Diva Talks at that time. So, there were all these matches that I did back in the day. One was Eric Myers with Kang, Xena and Kang, John Cena and Kang, John Cena and myself. Don't forget about that one-off between Sailor Moon and Queen Beryl that no one really seems to talk about. But the way I look at it, I think John Cena and me, I think this time I'm going to get even for what happened many years ago. Well, here comes John Cena now. Alright, Yin Wu. Alright, Yin Wu. You want to get even for something that happened, John Cena said. How many years ago was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 years ago. You want to get even for what happened on our YouTube fairway about 10 years ago, if I'm right or not. Oh, I could be wrong. And you want to get even. You want to get even for all of that. Well, isn't that sad, John Cena says. Because I haven't thought about anything. I haven't thought about that in 10 years, and you want to bring all that back. Because someone thought about making a new make out of a old one. Well, by all means, why don't we do it? Alright, this is for the the Fight Lord is in the way. And Yin Wu already took down John Cena. Yin Wu, who has been yielding for about 10 years to get even with John Cena, Gorilla Monsoon said, give me a break, does she not have a life? A close stake by Yin Wu. No, I guess not, Jonathan Coachman says. None of us were here 10 years ago, Gorilla Monsoon, Jonathan Coachman said. None of us was. So your guess was good as mine. No, I guess you and Jim Ross were here about 10 years ago. I was here about not long. I guess Joey Styles was here. Gene Oakland may have shown up. But at the end of the day, don't. But I don't think any you were there when we did any of that. And Yin Wu wants to get even for feeling that she got wronged by John Cena. But now John Cena's going to get back. Oh no, Corey Graves says this is why she wants to get even with John Cena. This burying, this besmirching, this shaming, Corey Graves says. Well, John Cena didn't want to do any of that. He just did the fives and the five knuckle shuffle, or the five knuckle shift or walk to Yin Wu, and now there he goes. Yeah, with the stand shifter. It looks like this match is over. 1, 2, 3. Ding ding. Here is your winner, John Cena. And it looks like John Cena has beat Yin Wu. And hopefully Yin Wu won't be so smooth to want to start, won't be so smooth, to want to start something up that should have been dead and buried about 10 years ago, Gorilla Monsoon says. Well, you're right about that, Jonathan Coachman says. About 10 years ago, you would think that some folks would have shifted on by now. But sadly, I guess Yin Wu was sadly, Yin Wu was never one of those folks, to shift on. No, I guess not, Corey Graves says. And when you win. Yin Wu hoping that she was going to get even with John Cena, and sadly that didn't happen here today on Power Mike, Corey Graves said, and that's truly sad. Well, sometimes in life, Gorilla Monsoon said, things don't go the way you want them to go. It is what it is. And John Cena beat Yin Wu. You're right, Jonathan Coachman said. Yin Wu, hopefully she should get over herself. She should get over herself by now. Or about 10 years ago. Well, now I got Joey Styles here. Take it away, Joey Styles. Thank you, Gorilla Monsoon and Jonathan Coachman. I'm going to be talking with Yin Wu now, who want to get 10 years to get even with John Cena. Alright, Yin Wu. It's been 10 years ago you had that match with John Cena, and you picked 10 years to get even. I spent 10 years, Joey Styles, to get even with John Cena for what he did to me back in the day. Well, why would you yell for 10 years to get even for John Cena? Would it be that someone on YouTube told you that you should do that match again? Yeah. Someone told me 10 years ago, Yin Wu says, that I should do that match again, Joey Styles. And you listened to them. Yeah, sadly I listened to them, didn't I? You would think in 10 years, Yin Wu, that you would have known that sometimes folks on the interweb, you should not always listen to them. Yeah, I guess they were setting me up to lose. They knew that I couldn't beat John Cena. They knew John Cena was going to beat me. They just wanted to see me get shamed, and buried and besmirched again. So if I guilt anyone, I guilt them. Whoever wrote that on that film 10 years ago, or how long ago they wrote it, just set me up to lose. And I was dumb enough to listen to them. Yeah, I guess you were dumb enough to listen to them. But are you wise enough not to listen to them now? Yeah, I'm wise enough not to listen to them now. But I always wanted to get even with John Cena for what he did to me 10 years ago. So you wanted to get even for him for about 10 years ago. So what they said had nothing to do with it. Oh, I was going to do it. I just kept putting it off. And then they told me, so, other words, you listen to the interweb folk out there. Yeah, I guess I'm guilty of that. Well, Yin Wu guilty of listening to the interweb folks and getting even with John Cena for about 10 years ago. Back to you, Gorilla Monsoon and Jonathan Coachman. Well, thank you, Joey Styles, for talking with Yin Wu here today on Power and Might. And that's all the time we got here for Power and Might. That I am Gorilla Monsoon for Jonathan Coachman and Corey Graves. We hoped you like Power and Might, and we'll see you tomorrow for Monday Night Raw or a Lone Day Night Raw.